Imagine a killer so skilled that the police spent years searching for him. But here's the strangest part. He repeatedly led the police to his own crime scenes, and no one ever realized the man making those calls was the killer himself. Hello everyone, welcome back to another true crime story. If you enjoy complex cases and killers who operate like ghosts, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button right now. Today, we're diving into one of the strangest and most disturbing serial murder cases in America, so stay with me until the end. Between 2013 and 2017, across 4 different U.S. states, the bodies of 4 women were discovered under nearly identical circumstances. All 4 victims were found on the side of the road with no signs of robbery, no struggle, and with one terrifying detail in common: the person who found every body and called the police was always the same man. A quiet-spoken man with a calm voice who always repeated nearly the same sentence: "I think someone is lying here unconscious. You should come quickly." At first, the police thought he was just an unlucky passerby. But something didn't add up. He always called exactly a few minutes after the estimated time of death, not too soon, not too late. Right when the body was still warm. He never gave his full name. Whenever the operator asked for more information, he would hang up. But before every call ended, 2 sounds were always heard in the background: the loud wind and a short beep from a vehicle. By the 3rd murder, investigators finally noticed the pattern. 3 killings in 3 different states, yet none of the calls came from the same number. All of them were made from payphones, and those payphones were located miles apart, extremely far from each other. Which meant one thing: he was deliberately changing his route to avoid leaving any trace. Years passed with no progress. Until 2017, when a young detective reviewing the 4th call discovered something important in the recording. There was a car alarm sound, specifically the warning tone that plays when a vehicle door is open. This alarm belonged to only a few vehicle models. After filtering the audio, the police identified the sound as coming from a specific model of cargo van produced for just 5 years. It was the first real clue. When investigators mapped the locations of the payphones, they noticed all of them were along major trucking routes. The police formed a theory: the killer was an interstate truck driver. They began checking drivers who owned that van model. And one name stood out: Richard Crowe, a quiet driver with a regular work history and long, random route patterns, who had been present in each state exactly during the time of every murder. When investigators played the 911 calls for his co-workers, 2 of them immediately said, "That's Richard's voice." Police arrested him, and after 6 hours of questioning, he finally confessed. He said calling the police was part of his cover. By pretending to help, he believed he could direct suspicion away from himself. But investigators later discovered a darker truth: those calls were made while he was trying to clean up the crime scenes. Richard Crowe was convicted of 4 murders. But police believe he had far more victims. The case is still open. Thanks so much for watching this story until the end. If you enjoyed it and want more real crime cases just like this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next video. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next story.